Greetings, 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 greetings. What's going on? What's going on? This is Chief Kalinago Flying Eagle here with another build. First off, I want to acknowledge the great spirit, universal intelligence, the great I am, universal all, what some of us may often refer to as God. I want to thank, my ancestors for always guiding and protecting me, knowing that any weapons formed against me will not prosper. I hope everybody's have had a great day so far, and I hope you're looking forward to a beautiful sunrest. Okay, let me just make sure I have audio on. I'm gonna do a couple of lives this evening, maybe about two or three, but definitely two. Okay, so I just want to share some information with everybody here real quick. All right, so audio on Facebook is good. Like I said before, I have to be on my All right, so I have to be on my P's and Q's with YouTube. Okay. So when I'm, doing videos or I'm reading an article or I'm reporting something, I have to be mindful of the things that I say on here. Okay. Just so y'all know. It's unfortunate I have to do that, but hey, that is the kind of world we live in. People want to censor the things you say when you speak in truth. You know what I mean? So they want to shut you up. It is what it is. But I just want to read a couple of articles, okay? And this video here, once again, is strictly for reporting purposes. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm reporting, the news article from that site. Also, is for educational purposes. Do your own research, please. All right, I do encourage that. Okay, so let us go right into this. Now, for those of you who haven't sent me an email for the event on Saturday at 4 p.m. Eastern time, my email is in the link. Send me an email to reserve your spot. If you love traveling and you love making money, all right, and you want to learn, how to take advantage of the 475 tax deductions by having a business, you don't want to miss this. All right, so send me an email. The link, my email is in the link. All right, so let us get into this real quick. All right, because I do have a few videos I want to do this evening. Okay, let me go ahead and share this link. Here we go. And all the articles are in the description. So please make sure you do your own reading. All right, I may or may not read the entire thing. All right, this is from blacksportline.com. Okay, so here we are. Many of you may or may not be familiar with the movie, or the movie series Wakanda, but there's an actress in there. I think she played, she did a great job, honestly. Okay, her name is Letitia Wright, but this article is about her. Okay, so I'm just gonna read again. This is just an article that I'm reporting. All right, so please do your own reading and or research on that. Okay, now Letitia Wright, done with MCU. Okay, I think MCU stands for Marvel comic something, but we'll see. Okay, and Black Panther, Wakanda forever because of vaccine mandates. All right, because it's like every time I do a video about vaccine, YouTube is telling me I'm violating their community standards. But you know what? It is what it is. Like I said, if they want to take the channel, it's their platform. I don't care. So YouTube don't control my life. You feel me? So it is what it is. But just in case anything, whatever the case may be, you guys have my email. So you could always reach out to me for those of you who, who care. All right. But if YouTube shut it down, personally, I don't care. I'm not going to allow anybody to, shut me down or prevent me from speaking, period. Okay. Now, so once again, please, why is this? I want to see if I could stop this little video that's coming up here to block this thing. Give me 1 second. Let me see if I could just kind of stop this. Hold on. That's one thing with these sites, when you're on these sites, man, they have all this pop-ups. I don't like that, but, it is what it is, right? But anyway, let us read. With the ultimately passing of Chadwick Boseman, the state of Black Panther franchise was thrown into chaos. Marvel. Oh my goodness, this ads is bugging. All right, close that out. All right, there we go. Okay. Okay. I think I got it. Marvel decided maybe to hastily to announce they would never recast Black Panther out of respect of what Boseman was to the role. I wonder if, in hindsight, they feel like that was a rash decision. With all the multiverse things that are going on, it appears they would have had a way to recast the character of Black Panther in a respectful manner. It isn't unusual for Marvel to recast major characters in the MCU, ask Ed Norton and Terrence Howard. The MCU has established there are multiple versions of characters now, and in a week we might be seeing three different Spider-Man, maybe more. People would understand if they went back on their word to recast now that some time has passed, and they might have no choice if this report from Giant Freaking Robot is correct. And Letitia Wright, aka Shuri from Black Panther, is done with MCU. She was the logical replacement for Boseman, and they had big things for her future in the MCU, but now it looks like that might be over. Okay. Actress Letitia Wright. Actress Letitia Wright has publicly faced many obstacles in 2021. There have been controversies surrounding a social media post she made and later deleted about COVID-19 vaccinations. Then, in August 2021, she suffered an injury on the set of Black Panther 2. That injury was at first believed to be minor, but was recently revealed to have caused her ongoing health issues. So much so that currently Black Panther 2 production has been put on hold until 2022 while she recovers. This has led to many questions surrounding her future as Shuri. Now, the actress herself may have won. Our trusted and proven inside source has told us Letitia Wright allegedly doesn't want to return to the Marvel Cinematic Universe because she's unwilling to get the vaccine. Oh, and by the way, MCU stands for Marvel Cinematic Universe. It just goes to show how much I pay attention to those things, right? This information comes to Giant Freaking Robot from a source that has proven to be in the know with past exclusive reports that are now confirmed. And it makes sense that if Letitia Wright is unvaccinated, she wouldn't want to return to work for Marvel Cinematic Universe. While the actress herself hasn't publicly disclosed her vaccination status, both The Hollywood Reporter and Newsweek have heard from their sources that she is unvaccinated. During the summer of 2021, Disney issued a mandate for COVID-19 vaccinations on their sets. That mandate reportedly didn't apply to Black Panther 2 as it was already underway, but it will for future Marvel Cinematic Universe productions. If Letitia Wright is unvaccinated and doesn't want to change that, she may be frustrated and ready to be done with the Marvel Disney. Okay. At this point, our source shared that Letitia Wright is unwilling to get the vaccine and want to leave the Marvel Cinematic Universe, but they didn't say she has made any definite steps in that direction, like officially quitting. Okay. Now, the reason why I wanted to do this, read this article and report this is not necessarily because of Black Panther. Like I said, I'm not a big fan of, TV and stuff like that. Once in a while, you know what? I will look at a movie, for entertainment purposes, whatever the case may be. I'm doing that to show that, if this is true. Now, it's alleged that Letitia Wright, is refusing to take the vaccine. Now, if she is, then I'm just saying, you know what? More power to her. You know what I mean? Once again, it's my opinion. I don't think that people should be forced to do something that they feel within their spirit is not right to do. You know what I'm saying? And I'm certainly sure Marvel is paying her a whole bunch of money. You see what I'm saying? But not compromising your beliefs and principles on what you stand for. That's why I wanted to read that. So once again, if YouTube think that's violating their standards, well, guys, I already have 2 strikes. This is the 3rd one. Let me say sayonara in advance, because I'm not going to stop speaking my mind. All right. I'm not going to let no man control me, period. You feel me? So YouTube, do what you got to do. Okay. It is simple as that. It's as simple as that, period. I don't care. Okay. Because they have sent me 2 emails. Oh, well, we got your appeal. I didn't appeal. I told y'all do what you got to do, but they have to respond. You see, because it's all commerce. It's all commerce. You feel me? So talking about, oh, well, we got your appeal and, we still stand on our this and our that. I didn't appeal. I just responded and said, hey, do what you got to do. It's your platform, and this system has constantly, played out different forms of genocide on my indigenous people. And I'm going to continue to speak about it. So if you want to take your channel, take it. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. So that was the reason why I wanted to read that article about her. And if that's her stance, kudos to her, and I respect that. Do not compromise your spiritual beliefs, okay? Because the system is trying to let you do that so you could put food on your table. Period. Remember, we live in an infinite universe, okay? A universe of abundance, and people are living their lives based on fear. And I'm just so, again, once again, it's alleged, but if it's true, I take off my hat to her and much respect to her for standing on those principles and not compromising her beliefs. All right. So that's number 1. Okay. The next article that I'm going to read is also in the chat. All right. Give me 1 second. Let me just pull that up. Like I said, I may do at least 3 lives or more, but I'm definitely doing at least 2. Okay, so this was the first one. The second one, let us get into that. Let me share my screen. Because if you're not going to stand for something, you're going to fall for everything. It's really that simple. Okay? It's really that simple. The next. And this is from Reuters.com. Okay? United States. That was December 9th, 2021. All right, 5:52 p.m. 5:52 a.m. Eastern Time. U.S. Senate passes Republican bill to overturn Biden vaccine mandate. All right, United States Senate passes Republican bill to overturn Biden vaccine mandate. All right, let's read on that article. And once again, this is for reporting news purposes. Okay, you do your own research. All right. So I'm going to play a little bit of the video right here. Okay. All right. It's loading an ad. You know what? I don't want to play that with the ad. So let me just pause it and I'm just going to read the article. Okay. I don't want to play no ad. Let me just pause that. Hold up for 1 second. Okay, now I'm trying to pause it. It's not allowing me to pause it. Give me one. Hold up.
From a pandemic to an endemic disease in which you need to support people.
Does any senator wish to change his or her vote? If not, the yeas are 52, the nays are 48. The joint resolution is passed.
This is a deadly pandemic that has ended the life of 700,000 of our mothers and fathers and sisters and brothers prematurely. Hundreds of thousands of Americans who should be sitting at the Christmas table, who should be at Hanukkah celebrations with their families this month, and they are gone. 700,000 Americans have disappeared. But apparently, the inconvenience of a weekly test is so odious, is so revolting, that it's worth another 700,000 people dying. Because that's what we're talking about, a weekly test.
So how on earth does it make sense right now to undercut one of the strongest tools that we have to get people vaccinated and stop this virus?
The federal government has no authority to make anyone choose between getting a vaccine and keeping their job.
We are the United States of America, home of the free, land of the brave. That we are a people that make our own decisions and live in a free nation.
All right, so this is an excerpt that they played actually on the site in regards to that bill that was, you know, they were discussing on the floor. But I'm gonna read the article, okay? And of course, I'm exercising my right to free press. All right, that's what I'm doing right now. Practicing my First Amendment right. Okay. Washington, December 8th. Reuters, the Democrats control U.S. Senate on Wednesday approved a Republican measure that would overturn President Joe Biden's COVID-19 vaccine or test mandate for the private businesses, with two Democrats joining Republicans to back the initiative. The 52-48 vote sends the legislation to the Democratic-led House Representative, where it faces strong headwinds, while Biden has threatened to veto. Okay. The legislation. Hold up for a second. The legislation would overturn administration rules ordering businesses with 100 workers or more to require vaccinations or coronavirus testing for millions of employees. The measure was not subject to Senate rules that require 60 of its 100 members to agree on most legislation, meaning it could pass with just 51 vote simple majority. Two Senate Democrats, Joe Manchin of West Virginia and Juan Tester of Montana, joined 50 Republicans in voting for the bill. The initiative underscores the intense political opposition facing administration efforts to combat COVID-19 at a time when health officials are trying to contain the highly contagious Omicron variant. Open quote, I have always supported vaccine mandate for federal employees and the military because maintaining essential services and military readiness the federal government provides is a matter of national importance. Close quote. Manchin said in a statement following the vote. It follows, open quote. However, I do not support any government vaccine mandate for private businesses. It is not the place of the federal government to tell private businesses and owners how to protect their employees from COVID-19 and operate their business, close quote, he said. And for me personally, I agree. I don't think any government should be forcing people to do anything that they don't want to do. Okay, especially once again where there are natural remedies. All right. Manchin added he was fully vaccinated and had received a booster shot and encouraged all Americans to do the same. All right, hold on for a second. Republicans have said they will inundated with calls from businesses with up to 500 workers that are concerned about having to fire employees who oppose COVID-19 vaccines and testings. It's got Main Street America scared. Republican Senator Mike Bruen, who was spearheading the legislative drive, said before the Senate vote. The White House said in a statement on Tuesday that employees would face no burden from the mandate because the vast majority of American adults are fully vaccinated, and noted that the rule exempts small businesses. Biden's private business mandate has already been put on hold by a federal appeals court. A U.S. judge in Georgia also blocked a Biden vaccine mandate aimed at federal contractors on Tuesday. Open quote. We are in the middle of a public health crisis. Everyone sees the damage it causes. Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer, the top Democrat, said in a speech. Open quote. The way to solve this is to be driven by science. The United States, close quote. The United States has the world's highest daily average of new reported coronavirus infections. The virus has infected 49.5 Americans and killed more than 7,900. 794,000, the highest death toll of any country, according to Reuters coronavirus tracker, right? Republicans touted the measure's bipartisan support as a clear message of public concern about the mandate's potential impact on workers, businesses, and the economy. The chamber's top Republican, Mitch McConnell, branded the Biden's mandate as illegal and absurd government effort to micromanage the lives of private citizens. And I agree with Mitch McConnell. I agree. That's my opinion. I have a right to agree or disagree, and I agree. Okay. Reporting by David Morgan. Additional reporting. Blah blah blah. So once again, I just wanted to bring those two articles to you. All right. You tell me what are your thoughts. All right. I'm just reporting, some of the news here, and I give my opinion where I stand. Okay. And like I said, I don't stand for any government. All right, forcing people to do things that they feel like they don't want to do. All right. This is, in my opinion, considered tyranny. All right. And I'm going to continue to stand and speak against it, regardless of what. So like I said, so if YouTube feel like they want to take their platform, hey, take your channel. It's yours. That's what happens when people, give too many big companies power over them. You feel me? That's what happened when we don't have our own. You feel me? Because people get to tell us what to do, how to move, how to stand, when to shut your mouth and when to open your mouth. You feel me? But that's me, again, being defiant because I'm not like the rest. I'm going to stand on my principles at any cost. And that's just what it is, period. So you guys have my email. Okay, this Chief Kalanago, Flying Eagle at Gmail. If anything happened, the channel happened to go down for whatever reason, then for those of you who care or don't care but want to know what I'm up to, send me an email. I'm certainly sure I have a Rumble platform. I'm certainly sure there are other ways I could get my message across, okay? YouTube doesn't feed me, so I don't care what they do. All right, YouTube, now you know how I feel, period. So I'm getting ready to do another video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Talk to y'all soon.